All right, welcome back to another episode of Corner Minute with Coach. I got Tony Hernandez here. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of a different technique than I showed you before as far as hand wrapping. I'm gonna show you a little bit more advanced technique. This also technique is used for a lot of times you have wrist issues. It's another way to secure the wrist in a little bit better, okay? So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. First and foremost, you wanna take your thumb hole, and again, I like to start on the preference on the overside up top here. You guys can see what I'm talking about on the overside. We're gonna go 3 times around your wrist. So 1, again, secure but not too tight, but not loose. 2, and 3. Now from here, we're gonna drive it up from the thumb side. We always do our X's from the thumb side right here, just because it creates an X at the very end, and it gives a little bit more support in that wrist in general, okay? So from the thumb side, we're gonna go up to a diagonal, up into the pinky, and then we're going to come around the knuckles. We're gonna go 3 times on the knuckles. So we got a base layer, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3 here. So 1, that's 2, and 3. Now, we got it kind of secure. This looks very similar to the wrap I showed you before in the other video, but the only difference is we're gonna change it from this point on, okay? So again, thumb side, always do our diagonals down. And if you can see there, kind of creates a nice little X on the wrist, and it gives you extra support. We're gonna come around. We're gonna circle the thumb completely, circle the thumb. The thumb is kind of like the anchor of the ship, okay? So we're gonna kind of anchor into his thumb. This is where it gets a little tricky, so pay attention, all right? So we're at a thumb. We're actually gonna go between each one of the fingers here, and then we're gonna go around it over top. So starting from the thumb, going up, we're gonna go between the 2 fingers on the outside. We're gonna secure it back down to the anchor, the thumb. We're gonna go up. We go between the middle fingers, secure it again, back down to that thumb, anchor it in. Then we're going to the last 2 fingers here and secure it again, back down to the thumb. Now, if you look at it, it's kind of a little bit messy here, right? We got a little mess going on and we got a little extra wrap here. So we gotta kind of take care of that. So from that point on, we're gonna do a diagonal up. We're gonna catch that pinky. We're gonna go between that thumb, around the knuckles. So again, you can see it covers it all up on the very top there. And from this point on, you're gonna look how much wrap you have left to see if you can go another wrap around the knuckles, or if you go on the wrist, or if you wanna ask the boxer, do you have any knuckle issues? Do you have any knuckle issues? Do you have any wrist issues? And you kinda can adjust from here to there, okay? So Tony does not have any knuckle issues or wrist issues. He's pretty young and healthy. So we're gonna go one more time around the knuckles to get the extra protection. And then diagonal down from the thumb side, always. Again, create a nice little X. And at the very end, you kind of want to cinch it in. So you want to go a little bit harder than the rest of the wraps. And you kind of cinch it in there. Now, if you take a look at that, he's got nice between the fingers. Go ahead and make a fist for me. Make a fist. You got a good wrap between the fingers, good protection. Go ahead and move around for me. You got good protection on the wrist, side protection on the wrist. You always want to have that extra protection on the wrist because you don't want anything going on right there. And it looks good. What do you think, Tony? You like it? Very good job. So this is called the advanced technique of wrapping hands. And check out our videos every month for more. See you guys later.